Hello and welcome back to another week of farming game shenanigans. This week I was focusing on objects, so I can now break stuff. If I hit a rock, a little rock pops off. That's all kind of done through like a sine curve that kind of slows down over time. There's a bit of a randomness to it. I've also got in trees, which are a little bit more complicated, just because you have to deal with them like falling down and leaving a stump behind. It's not quite as good as like other games yet, because it doesn't like spew wood everywhere, and the effects aren't quite as good. But functionally, it's comparable. I've also got this little cool little, I don't know what to call it, notification thing in the bottom left. Kind of like there's a bit of like tweaking with its alpha, because they both fade out at the same time, which I thought would look better, but kind of clips out. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I've got a system where you can kind of choose which item you want to drop whenever a thing gets destroyed. So this is like just one of the test ones where I had a fence kind of breaking into a hoe. But yeah, the system's quite robust. It works pretty well. I'm kind of happy with how it's going. The only bugs I've got is if I break a tree and then I break the stump before it falls down, it doesn't pop off the extra wood. But it's a job for probably today. So I've been thinking a lot about a short hike, just because I think the game's super good at doing all the little things well, like I'm stuck in a conversation now. It does like the movement super well, and it does just the environment super nicely. And the game always feels like you've got more to offer, or the world has more to offer to you. There's always like little things you can find. So I've been thinking about like if I want to stick with the kind of static 2D style that you see in like a lot of 2D games, or like Stardew Valley or something, or if I want to go for a more open world that lets you just find things. Especially because you, one of the things that Short Hike does kind of well is you can gate stuff based on the verticality. So based on the amount of like feathers you have will determine like where you can get to and things like that. So I've been thinking about that just because I have done that test before where I've remade some of the environment stuff, and it's a super fast workflow. Obviously there's a lot of little details like waterfalls and stuff I still don't really have an answer for. But yeah, I might contemplate like messing around with character control and see if I can like fit my game into this style somehow, just because the amount of freedom you get. Maybe you have a better camera though. Just because the amount of freedom you get and the way it incentivizes the player to explore the world, I think is something that could really help with the kind of farming genre. So that's pretty much me done for this week. I hope everything's going well in your own endeavors. I hope if you're developing something, it's going cool. Feel free to just ping me in the chat if you have any like stuff you want to show off. That'd be cool. Yeah, until then, I'll see you next time, where hopefully I have a bit more interesting objects to show off, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your week.